astronauts under the Outer Space Treaty are given a particular status. The Outer Space Treaty, which sets the fundamental rules, says that astronauts shall be regarded as the envoys of mankind. So they have a special status. There is a subsequent treaty, which we call the Rescue Agreement, which deals with the responsibility of countries to rescue personnel from a spacecraft, astronauts, where there's been an accident and they're in distress and they've landed somewhere on the Earth. So international law, there's no definition in international law as to what an astronaut is, but because they have this special status, most commentators suggest that to the extent international law talks about astronauts, they're talking about specifically trained professional people. Of course, in the time since the Outer Space Treaty, which was in 1967, we've got an increasingly diverse number of people who are going into outer space. You have the space tourists, you have scientists, you have teachers, you have a whole range of people, journalists, who may not, and certainly have not, the same level of professional training. And space law is not clear as to what their status is. Again, as we develop space tourism, one of the things we'll need to do is to develop an understanding of the different types of people that go into outer space and what their rights, their legal rights, may or may not be. Obviously, principles of humanity will always be there. So if there's a rescue, one would think that a rescuer is not going to differentiate between a professional astronaut and a tourist. But I think we need to classify and work out the whole legal gamut of what covers, for example, a space tourism. Their rights in terms of rescue, their rights in terms of liability and protection from negligence, and there are a whole range of other participants. And so it would be useful to try to work out different understandings of what their status may be, because they may not all be the same.